The Clockwork Compass. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a curious girl named Lucy. Lucy loved dreaming about exploring space and digging deep into the earth to uncover secrets. One rainy day, while poking around in her grandmother's attic, she found an old, dusty compass in a wooden box. "Be careful with that," her grandmother said with a mysterious smile. "It's no ordinary compass. It's been in our family for a very long time." Lucy cleaned the compass, and suddenly it started spinning wildly. The whole room seemed to spin too, and in a blink, Lucy found herself standing on the deck of a pirate ship, with salty sea air splashing in her face. She was right in the middle of a pirate raid. Lucy found herself surrounded by rough pirates looking at her suspiciously. They whispered and pointed at her. Lucy's heart pounded so loud she thought it might jump out of her chest. The pirate captain, a tall woman with a bright red bandana named Red Mary, stepped forward. "Who are you, sneaking onto my ship?" she boomed. Lucy, shaking a little, said she didn't know how she got there. Red Mary squinted at her. "Looks like we've got a stowaway," she announced. The crew murmured. "Well, girl, you better show us you're worth keeping, or you'll be walking the plank." Lucy saw the pirates arguing over a broken compass, unsure of which way to go. An idea popped into her head. She held up her magic compass. "I can help you find your way," she said more confidently. The pirates laughed, but Red Mary quieted them. "Show us what you've got," she challenged. Lucy took a deep breath and focused on the compass. It spun a few times, then pointed northwest. "That way," she said. "It leads to an island full of treasure." Though skeptical, the pirates followed her directions. To everyone's surprise, they found a hidden island with a chest full of gold and jewels. The pirates cheered and danced around Lucy. Red Mary put her arm around Lucy. "You're brave and clever," she said with a big smile. "Welcome to the crew, honorary pirate Lucy." Lucy felt proud. She had saved herself and impressed some tough pirates. As she started to enjoy being a pirate, her compass warmed up again. In no time, she was whisked away to her next adventure in ancient Egypt. When Lucy landed in ancient Egypt, the hot sun and sand made her squint as she tried to figure out where she was. People in strange clothes rushed around a huge pyramid. A serious man with a golden necklace, obviously the pharaoh, approached her. "You're the architect we've been waiting for, aren't you?" he asked. Lucy was nervous. Well, she stuttered. The pharaoh was getting impatient. "We need new ideas to finish my pyramid," he said, waving at the giant pyramid. "If you can't help, there will be consequences." Lucy felt scared. She needed a quick idea. Then she remembered a school documentary about ancient buildings. "What about using a pulley system to lift the stones?" she suggested nervously. "Show us," the pharaoh demanded. With her heart racing, Lucy explained how ropes and wheels could make lifting stones easier. The workers nearby listened and then tried her idea. They set up a simple pulley, and it worked. The stones lifted more easily. The pharaoh's stern face broke into a smile. "You are as wise as you are young," he said. He was so impressed, he invited her to a grand feast. Lucy felt relieved and proud. She had used her school learning to solve a real problem. As the feast began, Lucy's compass glowed warmly. It was time to go. She said goodbye quickly and spun away to a futuristic city with a new challenge. In the city, skyscrapers towered, signs glowed, and flying cars buzzed. But there was trouble. The lights flickered and the cars were landing. Robots meant to help stood still. People huddled, worried. The city's power source, a giant glowing crystal, had vanished. Everything was shutting down. Lucy knew she had to help. She took out her compass, which started spinning in a specific direction. "It knows where the crystal is," she thought. She found some engineers trying to fix the problem. "I think I can help find the crystal," she told them, showing her magical compass. They were skeptical, but desperate, so they followed her. The compass led them to a quiet park on the city's edge. It pointed to a mound of earth. The engineers dug and found the crystal. A small robot, watching from behind a tree, looked guilty. "Why did you hide the crystal?" Lucy asked gently. "I wanted to play hide and seek," the robot said. "I didn't know it was so important." Lucy explained how the crystal kept the city running. The robot looked sorry. "I can help put it back," it said. With the robot and engineers' help, the crystal was returned and the city lit up again. People cheered. Lucy learned how important it is to understand and solve problems together. As she got ready to leave, the robot thanked her, and she patted it. Her compass warmed up, ready for another adventure. Each adventure taught Lucy something new. Back in her grandmother's attic, she realized that adventures weren't just in far-off lands, but also inside her, waiting to be found with each spin of her magical compass. Lucy's days of dreaming turned into nights of planning her next great adventure, compass in hand, ready to face whatever came her way. The end.